Well, here we are on YouTube. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you to everyone that joins us on Twitch. We appreciate that audience. It's looking pretty healthy today, Nathan. It's kind of cool. Especially want to be extra thankful to those who join us on our Patreon Discord. You guys are the best. And then lastly, those who are the best of the best are the ones who give us Patreon or PayPal requests. Nathan, who do we have today?
Well, Ryan, thanks for asking. This is from Jamie. Jamie said, not sure if you will ever be getting to Evermore by Taylor, but would love to see your reaction to the song Happiness off that album.
Yeah, that's true. So Nathan and I, as people know who have been on our channel for a while, we used to do album reactions. Like we would take PayPal or Patreon requests for an album tier. Mm-hmm. But quite frankly, we were surprised people would pay the amount of money they paid for, but we just couldn't keep up with the demand. So we do draws once a month, and Taylor won, the last one, obviously. And I got something to talk about offline.
We don't do draws.
Not draws. Sorry, polls.
Yeah.
My apologies. I did a Freudian slip about something I want to talk to you about. Anyways, the point I'm trying to say is, to answer your question, Jamie, we don't know if we'll ever get to Evermore either. So it might have to be piecemealed out by Patreon requests by different people. So at the very least, we get to hear something from that album, which I'm really excited about because I really want to hear something from this album so I can get it on my phone. Yeah. There we go. What does she say about anything else? Or he? So I don't know if it's he or she. I apologize.
Jamie says, fun fact, she wrote this 1 week before putting the album out, and to me, lyrically, it is one of her best. It's rumors she wrote this song about her best friend Abigail, who she grew up with and was going through a divorce at the time. That's a good little write-up, Jamie. Yeah, perfect. That's good background for this.
Perfectly said. Perfectly stated, yes.
Yeah. Ready?
All right. Is this a lyric video, music video? Official lyric video.
Video.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Honey, when I'm above the trees, I see this for what it is. But now I'm right down in it. All the years I've given is just shit we're dividing up. Showed you all of my hiding spots. I was dancing when the music stopped. And in the disbelief I can't face reinvention, I haven't met the new me yet. There'll be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you. Both of these things can be true. There is happiness past the blood and bruise, past the curses and cries, beyond the terror in the nightfall. Haunted by the look in my eyes that would have loved you for a lifetime. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness. Tell me, when did your winning smile begin to look like a smirk? When did all our lessons start to look like weapons pointed at my deepest hurt? I hope she'll be a beautiful fool who takes my spot next to you. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I can't see facts through all of my fury. You haven't met the new me yet. There'll be happiness after me, but there was happiness because of me. Both of these things I believe. There is happiness in our history. Across a great divide, there is a glorious sunrise, dappled with the flickers of light from the dress I wore at midnight. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness. I can't make it go away by making you a villain. I get 7 years in heaven. And I pulled your body into mine every goddamn night. Now I get fake niceties. No one teaches you what to do. When a good man hurts you, and you know you hurt him too. Honey, when I'm above the trees, I see it for what it is. But now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to lay your head. After giving you the best I had, tell me what to give after that. All you want from me now is the green light of forgiveness. You haven't met the new me yet, and I think she'll give you that. There'll be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you too. Both of these things can be true. There is happiness in our history, across a great divide. There is a glorious sunrise, dappled with the flickers of light from the dress I wore at midnight. Leave it all behind. Oh, leave it all behind. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness.
Oh, the power in that song is 100% the lyrics. Because this isn't like, oh wow, her vocals are just like so pure and yes, those are all things that Taylor can do, and she has done in other songs. But this song, if it's true, and I don't know if it's true or not, that she wrote this for her friend, I don't know if there's a better way to empathize with your friend than to actually empathize with your friend and not say, trite, it's going to get better, don't worry, fish in the sea, blah, blah, blah. Like, to go like, look, like, there's a lot here. And like, you had happiness, and that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt that you're doing better now, but that there was happiness then, and those two can exist at the same time. It's not that, like, yeah, I don't want to get into very specifics about the happenings in certain families.
Of course. Of course.
But this happens a lot where the way that people want to process things is to villainize the other person and make them out to be, so evil. And that way they can, like, I don't know, not think about all the crap that they did too. Right. And it's just such a mature understanding of how to move forward.
I'm just getting the lyrics up because there was a part, but it's going to be harder for you to find it in the video. But there's a line I really liked. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay, so there's a line I really liked. I apologize. I should have been looking at it when you were talking. Keep going. Finish your thought.
No, I guess I feel like that idea of understanding that you can have two things at the same time. You can have this feeling of like, oh, I treated him like crap, but I also have these memories of the good things as well. And that we always, like, as humans, we seem to want to always just make it one thing or the other. We're very black and white sometimes in our thinking, and that way of thinking almost always screws things up. And so for Taylor to acknowledge this certainly says a lot about her understanding of relationships, if it's about her own personal relationships. But it says even more, I think, for her to say, I'm stepping into the shoes of my friend, and rather than tell you, you're so much better now, you've gotten rid of him, like, to really help process stuff, to really step back and look at it for what it was.
Well said, Nathan. I don't feel like I should say anything because I don't want to ruin it. Because the long-haired guy, he's the mature one. And I'll ruin this reaction if I say anything. So maybe I should just.
Oh no! What was your?
No, I just want to leave it at that because I don't want to ruin anyone's happiness. So, with anything I might say to ruin that moment, and so.
What are you gonna say? Just say what are you gonna say?
All right. So okay. Sorry. Okay. All seriousness, I really like this line in the movie. Yeah, a movie in my mind. I really like this line in the song where it says, "No one teaches you what to do when a good man hurts you, and you know you hurt him too." I really love that line. It's in the bridge. It could be no one, whether it's a good man or a good person hurts you, because it's kind of true. Like, we've been with people that are good. Right. I like to consider myself a good person, but I know I've hurt people. And so sometimes people are a victim of me and my mistakes, and they're hurt by me. Or I'm hurt by people that are good. You're like, oh, it kind of stings more. Like when someone's just operates at a jerk level all the time, you're kind of like, oh, that's par for the course for this person. But no one teaches you what to do when a good person hurts you, and you know you've hurt them too. So I really like that. I just never heard it worded that way, or let alone in the song before. So I really thought that was very deep, Taylor. Now, if you turn to page 5 of your notes, you'll see it on the previous Taylor song. She said that, now, class, listen. Eyes front. Okay, remember, today's homework will be Taylor Swift's...
Teacher, you didn't finish the homework.
I'm trying to remember. Page 4. And don't forget, your assignments are due... Okay, all right, so... Okay, well, actually, you know what I should do? I should say, hey... Oh, yeah, that's right. Keelan just said, but guys, what about the Easter eggs? That's right, Easter eggs. Okay, we got to go back to the Easter eggs. So, Nathan, this was the lyric video, okay? And I noticed there was water. So, Taylor wanted to show us water, right? So, water is both calming, but it can also be brutal and violent, and it can change. And currents can take you away and suck you into like these relationship vortexes. And the vortexes can happen in water. They're called whirlpools. And then we get swirled around, our emotions get mixed and crazy. And then we can crash against the rocks of relationships, and we get torn to shreds. But then...
And water is H2O, and H in H2O signifies Harry.
Harry.
This song is about Harry.
Harry gave me 2 orgasms on our first date. So H2O. I know the Easter. If somebody else says anything about those Easter eggs, I'm going to punch a hole through the computer. You know, I'm so sick of Easter eggs and English teachers and vocal coaches. Enough. It's just a song. Taylor Swift, as much as I love her, she's not some deity from above. Pay attention to my lyrics. You too shall find the key to all that is Taylor. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love her. I think I'm a new Swiftie, but sometimes, you'll say, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. You know what I mean? All right.
Well, if you weren't offended by any of that, and you watched all the way to the end of this particular video, you didn't skip all of that banter and all the stuff that we said, the key word for you to write in the comments is...
Deity.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to spell it, look it up. All right. We'll see you on the next one.